This is Shad from Bucket Lord, and today's topic, I will be returning to ranking every Super Saiyan 1 transformation. So, I created a criteria. It was lore, how does it affect the story, design, how does it look, aura, is it cool, and reason, why did they transform. And today's volunteer is going to be our favorite, the time traveler, Princess Trunks. So, future Trunks, how am I going to rank him? An easy 4 out of 4. And he actually gets two versions of his first transformation, because we see him first transform fighting Mecha Frieza and King Cold, and it's the coolest entrance for a character that we've seen thus far. We didn't know that there could be other Super Saiyans. Like, in theory, yeah, Vegeta and Gohan might be able to become Super Saiyan, but each one of those characters were dynamic, and Goku was the only one that turned into a Super Saiyan. That's all I'm saying. But we see Trunks show up, and he also has a sword, which is awesome. Design, he's the easiest to point out in the lineup of Super Saiyans. I love his hairstyle. In Dragon Ball Z Bridge, Vegeta says that he looks like a fruit, but he has like long hair, and then it spikes up to go Super Saiyan. It looks incredible, and he has the cool capsule core jacket, and he has the long baggy pants, the boots. Trunks is just such a cool design. They hit it out of the park first try. Trunks has crazy aura. He showed up and beat Frieza. He one-tapped Frieza. We had an entire arc devoted to fighting Frieza, which showed how threatening the androids were. So, reason. Why did Trunks transform into a Super Saiyan? So, we see him turn into a Super Saiyan for the first time against Frieza, but he actually transforms. In the future, it's just him and Gohan. They are the last surviving Saiyans, and a lot of Earth has been destroyed, a lot of the human race has been wiped out by the androids, and they are the last two defenders. And Gohan's been training Trunks, and he's been trying to push Trunks to become a Super Saiyan, and it's hard to watch because Gohan's projecting all of his like rage onto Trunks. He's like, you gotta remember all the people you've lost and think about like everything the androids have done. But Trunks hasn't lived through any. He's lived through it, but he hasn't witnessed any of it. All of the important characters died before he knew them, so he didn't have that same kind of rage in him. So whenever it's the clandestine time to fight the androids, Trunks is like, take me with you. So Gohan brings him along, and then he knocks him out, and Gohan goes up against him alone, and it's... I watched it last year because I was watching all of these, and I kept pushing Trunks' off because it's a hard one to watch. Like, you watch Gohan lose, he's fighting with one arm, and he's being tag teamed, and he's keeping up with them. There's a big explosion, and we cut to Trunks looking around for Gohan, and he finds him face down in a puddle, and Trunks breaks, and he turns to a Super Saiyan. And it's such a masterful transformation. It goes so hard, and it hurts so much. So, reason-wise, why did he transform? The death of Gohan. Like, he became the last Saiyan, and the only Saiyan he knew was Gohan, and he's like the most diluted one. And in a lore standpoint, we find out Vegeta's his dad.